Alright. Alright, so I am not actually liking the way that the bevel is working with this particular object and just with the edges that I selected. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some, see if I can sub-D model with it. So that is not exactly how I want it to. What I want to do is I want it to hold these heavier lines, so we're going to cut. I'm going to cut. And I think what might have happened is that there probably was some weird, why the bevel wasn't working, was that there might be some weird vertices that didn't get, that something happened with these vertices. Or maybe not. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do to fix this, we're going to go into this mode right here. And we're going to force an edge loop to it. So, nothing selected. I'm going to go to my knife tool, go to line, turn off that one, and I'm going to hold down on my shift so it goes straight, and I'm going to go cut like this. Now it's perfectly okay to do this, and now that if I add a sub into a sub-D, it should hold its lines right there. And then if I wanted to see if my loop tool is going to work with my knife, loop. Alright, if I want to hold this down a little bit more, there we go. So sometimes you actually have to work against the other tools, which kind of sucks. So I didn't need that. That doesn't do anything for me. Alright. That makes a nice look to it. I don't think that really did anything very much. So I probably need one that goes right this way. We'll hold that way. Alright, so now I have a nice chambered face. We'll go ahead and we're going to take this layer, delete, and then we're going to delete that, and I'm going to make this visible, and so I have a nice look for this particular object right here. And you can see that looks out pretty good. Okay, so what I might do for this next object, which is the back area, is I'm going to take this. Okay, so let's make sure this is open aim plate. Open aim plate HD. Alright, I'm going to take this object, I'm going to copy it and paste it, and I'm going to use this because they look to be kind of a similar shape with the metal. And I'm going to use this as an object for the smaller one. The smaller one And we can actually use the same plate too for the aiming plate. Okay. So go ahead and we are going to group these together. So open aim plate. And then we're going to rename this one to closed. And name this one closed. Alright, and we're going to group these together. So now I'm going to close aim plate. We're going to take this, and since they're grouped together, I can just move them over here this way. The actual screws are that way too, which is great. But this one's a little bit smaller. So okay, so the plate itself. Okay, so the plate itself is the same size, and I believe this goes like if I try to work on this over here. If I get the plate, so this plate's going to be right here. And this plate is the same size. The only thing that's different is that from looking at this is that I don't have this overlap with this object right here. So this is going to, first we're going to select this piece and we're going to scale it down so it kind of fits in a little bit. Perfect. And I don't think it's not as tall either. No, we're going to bring it down a little bit. Bring it down, squish it down. Put it back over there. And we're going to rotate this now 180. So I did 120. And then plus 60, that's 180. There we go. Bring it up. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit different. What we're going to do here is I'm going to get rid of these edges on this particular thing, and we're gonna remodel. So dissolve, dissolve. All right, there we go. Dissolve. Dissolve. And we're going to take this face here to delete it. Take this face, these faces right here, delete them, and okay, so it looks like I did something weird. Probably when I first created the thing that I have these middle areas. I probably I'm not entirely sure what I did, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bridge this. Bridge, okay, edges, and we're going to take this object selected, edges, my bridge tool. Alright. tool. There we go. There we go. And I am just going to sometimes it is better to bridge with the edge tool than it is with the vertices, because it will figure itself out with if things get crisscrossed. Right, so that is a good thing right there. Alrighty, and I'm going to dissolve all of these edges also, because we don't need them. Dissolve. Bam. There we go. Get these faces. Select those faces. Alright. Looks like I accidentally, so we will delete. Delete. I'm going to delete some of these on the inside. There we go. The same thing over here. Alright, so I got those faces deleted. And then we're going to bridge it over again. And this one's a little bit funkier. With this. So since we're going to keep it down, we're not going to worry about too much what's modeled on this bottom part, because actually on the bottom there's going to be a brown faceplate that has a hole in it, and that's going to go across this whole thing. But then underneath there, there is actually a little knobs that hold it in. But since I'm going to keep this down, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm not going to worry about actually modeling that, because I'm not going to see it. Alright, there we go. This one's a little bit easier because I actually was smart and I did the bottom first. There we go. Actually, if we wanted to, I think I can actually go ahead and if I want to move these edges for this thing right here, I think I have the exact same edges over here, and I move these up a little bit. What I can do is I'll get my knife tool and I'll make a loop on the inside. There we go. And we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select the faces. Live selection, bam, bam. Alright, there we go. Bam, delete that. Alright, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to